What is up, guys? Welcome back. This game on Bismuth Valley. Pretty standard start. Scouts, rovers, bots. We already have some damage being done to Vint by Purple, who is Hawks. He has had some rascals which took care of his construction bot here in the back. Bit of a loss, but no matter. So vehicle plant for Hawks and Skibat going for a bot lab. They could go for a forward vehicle or bot lab as well. Duna, pretty aggressive here, trying to seize the position as soon as possible. Pop-up sees this coming, so he is advancing as well. Stardom going to be playing bot side up against Fet Von Spec. This could be trouble for Fet, as Stardom is pretty good, pretty skilled. And AD and Big Dolphy going to be going up against Kalendori and Dr. Drawn. This could also be catastrophic, as these two guys are pretty good, pretty high rank. Skag going up against Cold Flame. We'll see how these lanes go. Let's see if some of the underdogs win. And this is not the commander update, so this sentry turret is getting bonus damage, getting a lot of XP. Duna does not have any Rocketeers yet. We should try and use this to our advantage. Stardom, pretty aggressive position. Has some of the aggravators here, but they're gonna get destroyed. Oh, actually, that is pretty good for Stardom. Lining up these pawns. Fet Von Spec getting rid of the turret at a cost of some HP. Kalendori almost sending all his tanks off to die. Almost. That is fine, still has some to work with. Dr. Drawn getting pawns, getting Rocketeers. And AD being pretty aggressive here. Destroying Kalendori's tanks. Kalendori getting some turrets up. And AD already getting a forward vehicle lab. Big Dolphy as well. I think this is just going to be one-sided lane from Big Dolphy and AD. Stardom seizing a good position, sending a grunt there to investigate, to see what is going on here. Grunt obviously pretty good line of sight. Finally have some aggravators from Fet Von Spec, but his commander is dangerously low. If he loses his commander here, the lane is completely lost, and Stardom knows this. Fet Von Spec getting a forward bot lab as well. Not sure why he does not have enough metal to keep producing units in a forward bot lab. This is not the greatest choice. And he's already getting assaulted by Stardom's grunts. This is not good. Not a good choice to get a lab there. He just has to retreat right now. Almost makes half of it, like spends 300 metal. Yep. Just getting completely destroyed by Stardom. I mean, we can't blame him. Stardom is very, very good. And he knows these windows of opportunities. Fet Von Spec forced to retreat. Forced to retreat his construction bot as well. Needs to get help from teammates. But even his teammate Duna is in trouble. This spot side is losing quite hard. And so is Drawn's and Kalendori's top side, but we could see a bigger difference here on the bottom side. Pretty low commander for Fet Von Spec, and Duna is not able to deal with these units. We have Grave Robbers resurrecting the units. from Stardom. And Fat Von Spec losing his forward position, losing everything here. Only has the back position left here. Getting some aggravators, getting as many units as possible just to hold this, but Stardom just having complete lane dominance here. Duna wouldn't even be able to do much here. We have turrets for Stardom. Oh, these grave robbers. Not the greatest position. Gonna lose them. But that is fine. Still has more left. Saving on a lot of energy, a lot of metal. Just opts to recycle this. That is a way better choice. Stardom wins by a long shot. Definitely these Rocketeers made a big difference. Just trying to get these grave robbers away. His commander is kind of low, so he has to move back for the time being. Trying to seize ground pretty aggressively, and I doubt it's going to come back to bite him, but okay, we got some tanks from Kalandori piling up here. These guys are letting up. Not sure why they're not making a bigger force. We have a couple of pounders here, but not the greatest unit for pushing. And a Brute has 2000 HP. Wow, that is pretty insane for a T1 unit. Mid, pretty back and forth. Actually, just look at Skag here. So many pawns. I think this could be over for Cold Flame. Or for Dr. Drawn. Dr. Drawn loses his base. Too many pawns. It just went through 25 pawns and a blitz. This is a problem. Snade forced to send most of his units here to deal with this. Could lose these aggravators, as we do see hounds from Vint. Yeah, we do have Sheldons hitting these pawns, but we don't have real units dealing with this. Dr. Drawn is gonna lose quite a lot here. Just hit the build power, yep. There we go. That is a very, very big loss for Dr. Drawn. Even loses his commander. Trades commanders with Big Dolphy. And only Kalandori and 8D are left here. Pop-Up's getting a forward base. Very good job following along with Stardom. Stardom already getting some Fiends as a T2 lab. Some tanks trying to push through from Skibat. A lot of these brutes actually. Stout actually having less HP than a brute. Yeah, and like 200 less health than a brute. That is just too many brutes. Too many units going through. I think this is pretty much over. Just look at these tanks from Pop-Ups and Skibat. They're all the way at the back line. My Seg, his base is completely open. He does not have anything going for him except this geothermal plant here in the front line. Even Hawks pushing through with units. These hounds from Vint will not do a lot. These tanks are already in the bases. This is pretty bad, to say the least. Leaking units from this side. Duna is just completely destroyed. Fat Von Spec is next. He's just been completely separated from his team. It's just a matter of time till he falls. But Big Dolphy and AD actually having pretty good position here, but I think it just doesn't matter. Skag here also has very big army, but he's just not moving it, and watching bottom side fall here is just very painful. Oh wait, we lost south and mid. A bit late for you to see that, but yep, indeed you did. And this top side win is not that big of a win compared to the bot side lose. Fat Von Spec's base is next, trying to scrabble, trying to get some T2 units to help him out, but this is just complete domination. And Skag finally moving his troops here. These could be cut off, but we don't have any serious units here from Hawks 2. He is going to lose a lot of these. He is going to lose most of those. Actually, there's just so many of these blitzes. 20 blitzes inside the base of Hawks and Skibat. These guys. There's just, actually, that is pretty good trade. They were winning mid. Now they're losing mid a bit. Very strong pressure from Skag. And top side, just look at top side. Still leaking units. Still going through from Big Dolphy and 8D. They just couldn't hold that. They have to deal with Fat Von Spec pretty quickly so that they can go to other players. But, yep. Stardom already on top of it. 4 Fiends I think is going to be enough for this base. That is going to be a lot of eco damage. 3 Fiends left. And still just doing incredible damage, these Fiends. Only a couple of them. This T2 lab could go down, and it is gonna go down. Energy converter as well. That fusion reactor that was getting built up, that is just catastrophic. 5 Fiends taking care of Vint's base. Vint not even looking. We do have a ghost from Vint, but not sure what that will achieve. Okay, Calandori holding on, managing to hold on. Let's see how Stardom does. He actually getting a lot of these Fiends up the top side, just trying to calm down the situation. Fat Von Spec completely losing his base and almost losing his commander. This is pretty much it for him. He only has this commander. Actually, a construction bot as well and a Fiend, but that is pretty over for him. That was actually a pretty good trade. It's not like a complete one-sided game, but West is actually losing top side and East is losing bottom side completely. And well, mid. Not a lot of things happening on mid. Just getting some pawns, getting T1 units. Nothing else my Seg can do. Nor Yegsar does not have anything. Fat Von Spec gonna lose his commander finally. And that is just 2, 3, 4 players completely out of the game for the Eastern team compared to nobody from the Western team leaving. Actually, Calandori gonna lose his base. Obviously, that's just too many units being sent over to his base, and a bit too many units sent over to his base just to clean things up. And Stardom gonna be on the offense here. We do have only 2 commanders left from this eastern side. That is 8D's commander and Skag's commander as well. Just getting T2 units, getting Mausers here, but I don't think Skag's base is gonna hold. any longer. Fiends dealing with Vent's base. That is going to be the 5th player. It's going to be 5th player that is going to be out of this game almost completely. Well, we do see some activity from my seg, but will that be enough? Could have seen these T2 tanks clean this up from my seg, but just look at these fiends from Stardom. Pop-ups, actually not pop-ups, Cold Flame. Pop-ups, not sure what he's doing right now. Getting some Jaguars, getting some artillery. I don't think you need artillery. Getting a bot lab. Resurrecting an advanced metal extractor. Should get some more units. Giving all these units to Dr. Drawn. Stardom just trying to pay attention to this bot side. Should leak units through bot as soon as possible. Skag having a lot of these Jaguars, but they're going to get answered by Skibat's Tigers. Those Jaguars are no match for Tigers. And yep, that's exactly what happens. We do have radar here. Do see these units. Those are just T1 units. Should try and push these tanks. There we go. Those are just light T1 units. And just look at this army of fiends. 50 fiends on the way to get rid of these bases. And Snade and Dr. Drawn trying to hold position here. They are actually managing pretty well. So many units from Big Dolphy, but I doubt it is going to make a difference. The win on bottom side was just too hard. They haven't retaken that position. And yep, this is just not looking too good for the Eastern team. We have too many units coming in here for pop-ups and Stardom. We got some shurikens, but they won't make a difference. I doubt it. Actually managing to slip some fiends through Big Dolphy. That is just temporary. Stardom's commander is here. He's not paying attention. It's gonna get destroyed. But these fiends die off, so not the greatest thing that could have happened. We still do have a lot of these commanders. 8D, the only commander left, and just look at this. That is pretty much over. Nothing you can do here against these fiends. Getting into the economy. Big Dolphy is going to be up next, and so is 8D. He completely ran over by 50 fiends. Even more than that. Some of them died off, but yep, that should be it for Big Dolphy. Let's have a good forward position, but no economy whatsoever here. And that should be GG's. We should see forfeit come through anytime now. He's not able to do anything with this push. And we do see a nuke actually from 8D, but it just doesn't do much. 22-minute nuke. And hitting the back line here, that is like nothing. It caught a couple of windmills, didn't even destroy the aircraft plant. Ugh. Cerberus as well. That is pretty good, but Units pushing from top side. And actually stabilizing this situation here, but Dolphy does not have the economy. Not sure why this game is still taking so long, because yeah, I guess, I mean, they might come back, but I don't know. Stardom is investing into these T2 a lot. He is sitting on 11,000 metal though, just missing a bit of energy. Does have 2 fusion reactors though. And there's a Cerberus here, but Cerberus not the greatest against T1. Otherwise, it's pretty good. Just one-shots these fiends. Or actually not even 2 shots. And needs way more. It could still come back if 8D up. I don't think you're going to be retaking that position anytime soon. Getting some Centurions there, trying to clean stuff up. But not sure what is Stardom's next big course of action. Does he go tier 3 here? Does he? We have some aircraft from 8D. Not sure what he's going for. A couple of fighters scouting the air. We should get some anti-air. Okay, we do have it here. 1100 range, pretty good. Stardom getting his commander either resurrected or given to him by someone. And Skag having pretty good economy in the front, doesn't care about losing the back economy. Still has some windmills there. 12 windmills. And we do have a nuke being launched. Let's just check where. Oh no, that is covered. Oh, actually, nope. His forward position from Skibat is not covered. So, is going to be losing this T2 plant. And he is kind of the main defense here on mid. Yep, that is a lot of damage here, but still has his back positions. Still has some economy to work with. Getting a lot of metal, not producing anything. And we just have a mass of fiends from Stardom. Getting some sumos as well. Getting actually a lot of sumos. There's just so many. How many of those? 56 sumos. 8D. These guys resurrecting Fet Von Speck's commander. Trying to play it extra safe. But he could lose this. Commander here. And actually is going to. Yep. Was a nice try, but yeah. I just look at these. We don't have any shurikens on the Eastern team. Oh, we do actually. That is good. Big Dolphy. On top of the situation with these shurikens. But will they be able to prevent all of them? I mean, not a lot of economy is left here. Yep, that is just a problem. Stardom needs to start getting out aircraft. Stop. Oh, there we go. Forfeit goes through. They know they just can't win. Not the greatest position. Bot side losing pretty hard. And yep. They had a good position on top side, but they just did not push their advantage enough like the bottom side did. And in the end, West side won. So that is it for this game. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.